Alright. It's time for a little more Shining in the Darkness goodness. Let's see. Last time I played, we were on our first episode. We made it to level 8, but we were unable to take out the first boss-like character, which is like a killer crab or something like that. But I think we should be able to take it out this time. I think I died last time and it said that I had like 4 experience points to my next level up. And I might even have some cash on me now. Although I think you lose some for dying. What do we got? 156 gold, probably not enough to up anything interesting. Except, and here's my thought. So I've been using, let's see, D-Poison and Angel Fender. There's my equipment, right? I had, oh dang it. If you hit the B button too many times, you can kick yourself out really easily. But here's what we're gonna do. We are going to enter here. Because we used up all of our herbs fighting it last time, right? And here's the thing. I think that this healer fruit might be the trick that we need. We'll see. I'll get one of those. And I'll get one herb too, just because we know we're going after a boss. And there's no treasure chests on the way, right? I think. Yeah. So we shouldn't need that extra, we shouldn't need too many inventory slots, but we might need one. You know, an enemy might drop a wisdom seed or an herb or something. Alright. We're heading, well, so it's been like a week since I played this, so I might not have the path exactly memorized, but we're going to try to head straight for that crab. We should gain a level along the way. Actually, am I going to gain a level right here? Yes. Okay, we're going to go back and we're going to hit the inn real quick, because we might as well have that extra few hit points. Slight anticlimax, but, you know, with dungeon crawlers you can never be too well prepared. You know what character type is distinctly missing from this game, as far as I can tell? The knights from Shining Force. Like, they're everywhere, right? Like, they're like centaur people, right? But I don't recall seeing any of them in this game. Huh. So there even was a little bit of a creative process between this and the Shining Force, which came out very soon afterward. It couldn't have been more than a year or two. And you have to remember things kind of went slower back in the day. We didn't have great tools like Unity, etc. to help us make games faster, so people spent huge amounts of time and huge amounts of money building engines for different games over and over again. I mean, I was watching a Let's Play of King's Quest V, and yeah, one of the things mentioned is that the game took like $1 million to make. And I mean, setting graphics aside, like setting the limited resolution of the graphics aside, because everything ran on VGA 320 by 240 back in the day, right? Setting that aside, it took $1 million to make that game, and the art direction and etc. is, the kind of thing that you could get out of a 20 grand Kickstarter at this point. I mean, maybe I'm underestimating that number a little bit, but it's not. But it's not over 100 grand to make a game like that. Now it is. Ooh, caught by surprise. The stoned cave slugs. They even look like they're like laughing at some kind of in-joke. Only the cave slugs know about that in-joke. I have to wonder where the idea of, like, slimes as, like, monsters started? Like, from a mythology perspective, or even from just, like, an artistic, creative perspective. When did like, slimes start to become, evil creatures? Because the only thing I think of that would even, roughly approximate that kind of thing is like a slime mold, right? They'll grow on like, old fruit or something like that, and they actually like they're like single-celled or like few-celled, but they'll actually coordinate in large numbers to make like fruiting bodies and stuff. If you ever watched a time lapse of them, they're kind of cool actually. Killer bees. I think it was this way. I go up here. I'm gonna hang a right in this little fat T over here. Here we go. I think we're gonna... It's not that way. I think I remember that it's not that way. It's this way. And that's wrong, because there's a treasure chest there. This game is right on the cusp of complexity where you need to actually map it out. Like, it's really close. Like, they do a good job of making things look a little bit different from here and there, which helps you keep your bearings, but okay, here we go. Let's do this! It's Killer Crab time. Or Kaisercrab time. Eight damage. Ooh, 12. No, 8. Okay. I can't math. I got him. Item found Royal Tiara. Interesting. The heck is the Royal Tiara? Nothing happens. I can't equip it, can I? Oh my god, I can. Eh? Okay, we got progress. Hello? What the? Okay. I can't believe it. I took him out. I didn't even have to use those healing items. What I'll do, actually... I'll just use this herb. That'll bring me back up almost to full. And it'll give me space in my inventory. Search. Item. Use. Tiara. So the orange wall, it kind of reminds me of like a gelatinous cube. Or like what I would imagine a gelatinous cube would be like, since I've never actually seen one. It's just like it's the most benign version of the gelatinous cube. Like, rather than like it trying to like actively consume you, it's just like, no, I'm a wall, go away. And like you can sink your hand into it a little bit, but not that far. And it's like, no, I'm a wall, go away. The Royal Tiara is actually a pretty good helmet. I have this odd feeling that I should take it off before I leave the dungeon. Just, you know, to avoid being executed for, like, treason. It has such good stats! For a tiara! And this was just a dead end with a treasure chest, right? Pretty sure. There should be a dead end right ahead of me, and then a treasure chest if I turn, I think it's south. Affirmative. We got it. I could use my feather wing thing, but I'll conserve it. It's not that far to get out anyway. Now we know the Killer Bee has a better potential to do damage, so we'll take him out first. I guess, actually, if it's Killer Bee, then it's probably a she, isn't it? You know, if the Killer Bees are like 3 feet across, though, you gotta wonder what one of their hives looks like. Ugh. I don't like bees at all. Was that always there? Am I? Lashes out. It's funny that the enemies have a couple of different, like, attack texts, but the, but I just get, I attack. It's funny that they paid attention to that detail, but not, like, the other detail. Like, that's one of the cool things about Wizardry, if you ever played that series, is that, you know, they have, like, I'm not going to say like they have a huge number, but say at least 4 or 5 different descriptors for different attacks. And they'll switch them up, you know, randomly for you, and it makes it a little more interesting to read the... There's nothing here, right? Makes it a little more interesting to read the details of the battle. Oh, we're back in Easy Town. Cave slug turns and runs. Does something about that seem odd to you? Oh, wrong way. Dang it. I hope one day we'll see a re-release of Shining the Holy Ark on, like, you know, modern systems of some sort. I mean, maybe it exists, and I just can't get it here in the US because the Saturn failed so hard here in the US. But you think with all the, like, retro gaming stuff going on, that Sega would be doing that if they could wring a few dollars out of it. I mean, think about, like, a re-release of all the Panzer Dragoon games. Oof. Oh, so good. Panzer Dragoon Saga, which is, you know, relatively rare and relatively expensive at this point. At least the English version. Japanese version's not so bad. That's the case for practically everything in the Saturn. No. Item, equip. Yes. You didn't wear it, did you? It has really good stats. I guess let's bring it to the castle. Yeah, that's the point. Okay, so now they want me to form a party. Secret entrance to the upper labyrinth. Oh, here's Melville the Mage. He doesn't have anything else to say. Alright, so things have gotten a little more complicated. Oh, whoops. Okay, well, they're telling us to start a party now, so here we go. The party begins. Just where am I gonna find them? Oh, here we go. He's rolling his eyes. Did that just happen? Slow down. Well, I guess that worked out. We've got a mage. Wait, there we go. Now he looks really shifty. Twitchy, even. Let's see. He's coming with us to the labyrinth, I guess. And there's our party. So they all have very basic equipment, unfortunately. We're quite a bit, well, better equipped than they are at this point. But they have magic, and that's going to be very useful going forward. Alright. I've got 600 gold to spend on both of them. They both have bronze knives. I guess I'll try to upgrade the wooden clubs. Oh, she can't use it. No deals? Alright. Oh! A morning star. Kind of a nice touch. $19.31. Bam! Good stuff. So, I don't know if they just didn't put his hair in there or what. Because he had hair when we saw him in the church, didn't we? Didn't he? Maybe his hair was black, but they forgot to, like, put some halo around it so that we can see it. And so it looks from here on out that Milo is just, like, bald. Like, cartoon bald. Oh no, I do actually want to sell something else. Now I'm good. Yeah, the next weapon for Pyra, I think, is the wood staff. At 760. Oh no, here it is again. Oh, Thorn Whip. Yeah, 5,500. Sheesh. Now they're both using, what, cotton ropes right now? So, he didn't say she can't use it, so... I can't afford anything. Let's see. he's clear. Doesn't let me do multiple equipments. They all have such goofy, like, features. They're like, we have 16 by 8 pixels. Do what you can. And it's like, I can't do much with 16 by 8 pixels. It's like, well, we need it to look like a character's head. And it's like, ugh. Does he have anything else to say about that dwarf's key? So the bronze door is probably that greenish door that we see right near the beginning. Oh, and then we've got dieback. Oh wait, it's a different person! Okay, hold on a second. Oh, he's giving you a key. Okay. Like, this Edward guy is not the guy, not the bird bard that we saw in the last episode. I thought it looked like a different character. Alright, I think we got everything that we need here. I wish we had more cash for equipment, but we do not. Let's head back to the castle. Didn't they say they had something for me? Oh, 4 trials. Strength, wisdom, courage, and truth. Didn't they say they had something for me? Okay, here we go. Pass through the bronze door. Here's a dwarf's key. Alright, so the first trial is the Trial of Strength through the bronze door. Yeah, so these guys are both level 1. Pyra has 0 attack capability. Milo only has a little attack capability because we gave him a rather expensive weapon on a larf. Pure luck that that was there. So one slight downside, you have to manually use keys and stuff. I need to continue to do it through the rest of the game, which is a little unfortunate. So, oh, while we're here, Milo has a healing spell, Pyra has a map spell. That's all we got so far. Scavengers. Oh, this could be bad, couldn't it? Yes, this could be bad. In fact, this is bad. Milo's dead. Oh, yeah, Blaze. Great, they cast spells. And Pyro will take literally 1 hit from these things. Pyro's almost done. I didn't think it would pop up this quick in difficulty. New spell learned place. Great. We're getting out of here. Wow. Now she knows slow as well. And, oh, 1 hit point. Fortunately, she's fairly quick. Are you kidding me? And she's done. You know, I thought they were gonna give me like a little bit of space with like relatively easy enemies once I crossed that door, but apparently no. As soon as you cross the door sill, it's like, oh yeah, enemies are now level 4 enemies or whatever. Yeah. I don't even. Caught by surprise. That's 2 of the weakest enemies in the game. Okay. What a joke. We have 200 gold. The question is that enough to heal both of them? I think the answer is no. Oh, that was a good mistake there, yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, we get to see this dialogue choice early on. I sense the soul of Milo. He is dead. I can return him to life. Okay, I guess we can afford it. Yeah. And they're not even like unconscious. They're like dead. Would you like me to record your mistakes? Because that was one. Wow. And now resting in costs 30 gold, so fun times. Sigh. That means that we need to head over to the easier parts of the dungeon for a few minutes, just to get everybody up to like level 3 or 4. Oh, what a joke. Milo's up. Oh, I didn't see how much defense he gained. It's something. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna level up a couple of times on the easier monsters. And then we'll have to head back to the inn because, well, they'll need their magic points back. So in general, Milo is going to be the slowest character in the party. Pyra's going to be the fastest. Corrin's going to be kind of dead in the middle there. But Corrin's going to have the most hit points and the most attack power pretty much throughout the whole game. At least as far as I've gotten it. Yeah, Pyra's slower than the main character right now, but she will rapidly overtake him. Speed, luck, attack. Rolls. Sleep. From what I understand, the spell learning in this game is not exactly deterministic. No, not... Sigh. There we go. Oh, and you'll notice that I think is the is the "We surprised them" text, which has apparently changed. We've run into trouble. Yeah, Pyro's already outrunning the main character. So there's actually a little trick in this game. From what I understand, if you like keep entering letters after you enter your main character's name letters, you can apparently change their names too. I'm not sure if that's like a glitch or if it's how it was designed to be, but it's kind of a secret from what I understand. Or at least it used to be a secret, now it's on the internet. Straw robe, 250. So I would need, like, say, 53 gold. And if I sell Milo's robe... Yes, we have a deal. Because we're going to buy that straw robe. Yeah, that Morningstar was a huge, huge windfall. I think we'll do one more run into the... Whoa, what? That's weird. Maybe because I hit a button? Weird. We'll do one more run into the part of the dungeon I've already explored. Only this time we'll go, you know, all the way to where that crab was. We won't fight the crab, who I think might respawn. And the reason we won't is because they'll easily take out Milo or Pyro in one hit. Well, then they won't get any experience. And what's the point of that? Notice that the enemy group sizes are getting larger too. Oh, another quick thing. May as well show this off real quick. So this is all that that you get for the map spell, and so it actually does kind of behoove you. It gives you that too, position and direction as numerics, which is helpful. As I was getting further in this game, I was finding, this is about my copy on the actual console. I was finding that I was actually starting to get lost. And so I may actually start, like, maybe not necessarily drawing full maps, but possibly, what's the word I'm looking for? Making some notes, which may slow things down a little bit on the stream as far as it goes. So one thing that this game does not yet have, and you know, this is not a problem exclusive to this game, but there are a lot of dungeon crawlers at this time who didn't have much of a system for this. Some of them had like a back rank, front rank thing, where some characters would either take half damage or would be unattackable by most enemies. And then other games, like more like straight-up JRPG type games, had like guard skills, where you could have the knight character guard the weaker characters, right? And this game, unfortunately, does not implement any of that yet. You know, not that you would necessarily expect them to, but it is something that makes it a little tougher, keeps the difficulty a little higher, because enemies will, you know, wail on Pyra sometimes, and there's nothing you can do about it, other than heal her. It's funny, Milo and Pyra are getting, you know, on order of 2 defense points per level, whereas the main character gains 1. Maybe that's the level amount? I should probably use the spell here. Oh, not enough. 4 damage is now survivable. That's not bad. $65 damage. I wish I'd done that to the Kaisercrab in the last episode. Detox. So Milo fairly rapidly makes healing items mostly obsolete. We won't need to carry too many of them, and that's a good thing because we're going to be carrying a lot of story items around too. Keys and magic items and yada yada. Plus I think we'll eventually get everybody into 4 equipment items too, so we'll have a total of 12 open spaces in our inventory. I don't have to use them wisely. It's almost as bad as Earthbound. Ugh. That's the one bad thing about Earthbound is the inventory system. I gotta play that one of these days. Like, if there's a game that represents, like, pure unbridled joy, like, pure unbridled childhood joy, Earthbound, man. Mother 2, aka, right? So we don't want to activate the Kaisercrab. Here's another door. This door's made of iron, though. I don't know, should I try it? Maybe if I have Milo throw heal at everybody first? Well, him and Pyro at least. The way the spell system's set up, there's a lot of, buttons to press to cast spells. I guess the crab did not come back. He might only spawn randomly. So, slow is actually pretty good in this game, because it decreases the enemy's defense capabilities as well. It's really useful on enemies like the crabs that have really high defense. You slow them down, they take more damage. Points, luck, attack points, defense points, freeze. So, let's see. In Shining Force, there are magic spells that attack multiple creatures, but they have to be next to each other, right? In this game, it's kind of similar. You know, you have the, well, it's kind of standard, right? You have spells that hit, you know, one enemy, hit a group, or whatever, hit like everyone on the screen. Unfortunately, we won't be getting any of the attack a group spells for a little while. Those are the level 2 versions of her spells, mostly, I think. I don't know, there might be like one spell that she has that the level 1 hits a group. I don't remember. It's been a long time. Milo gets heal level 2. Good for him. Wow, Pyra got to hit that thing twice and she still didn't take it down. Pyra's out of MP already. Man. Still can't kill a Dark Jelly in one hit. You have to remember that the main character, basically the only time the main character can't one-shot practically any regular enemy is like his first 2 levels or 3 levels in the game. And after that, as long as you keep his weapon updated, he'll basically be, oh, I want an enemy from that group dead this turn. And he can do that. In order to keep Milo up at that level, you have to really spend a lot on his weapons. And you get kind of lucky with, special weapons that show up at the weapon shop sporadically. Like this Morning Star was actually a huge windfall. I think I said that already, but it's surprising how lucky we were to get that. No. Dang it. Might as well toss her last spell out there. Alright, we're almost out. We'll hit the inn. And we'll see about increasing our weapons a little bit, maybe? Maybe armor? I don't know. They could use armor. And then I think we'll call it an evening. Still can. So they have like little glowing character portraits. And you can see that Milo has hair, right? Am I crazy? But we can also check their stats. So like 36, 28, 21, 54, 16, right? Milo's already almost up to the same defense. 38, 27, 28. Yeah, Milo's just a little slower than the main character. Maybe Milo does get faster, but Pyra's already faster. And her defense is pretty good too. 20? Like her natural defense? That's actually better than the main character already, and she's only level 6. And that doesn't count armor, I think. And if it did, I have a lot more armor here. Right? Huh. How much cash do we have? I should just... There. Like, not even 400. Ugh. So there's going to be a little bit of grinding here. A little bit of back and forth, because we are going to... We can't afford either of those. Oh, he actually has something. A breastplate. Very expensive. Oh, we're gonna have to navigate through that whole thing every time? I think not. Oh, we can't even... Well, they both have straw robes, right? So we can't afford the fur robe upgrade, even if that even is the upgrade that either of them can take. I think their next step is the hemp robe, which is way more than we can afford. Oh, he's got bronze armor too. Yay. I could get hoods for them. I guess we'll get a hood for each of them. Well, if we can. Yeah, he's good. Alright. What else? Shields, maybe? Can Milo use a gauntlet? Pyra can't use it. No. Never mind. Oops, dang it. It completely kicks you out of the menu when you equip something, even though you might want to have somebody else equip something. Okay. And I think that does it for today. Let's save up, and I will call it a night. 237. Pyra's about to level up. Does he have only 3? His one hand looks like it only has 3 fingers, but his other hand has the right... No, that one's fine now. Weird. We'll not continue. Alright, well. This has been some more Shining in the Darkness goodness. And yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you all next time.